4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody, to the Night Shift podcast.
I'm Andre.
I am Alex Choi Boy.
Let me fucking introduce myself. It's your boy John, and then we got two different faggots. And so for today,
I wonder who they are.
we're gonna be talking about our high school experiences so far, and just kind of like going off on that. So I mean, whoever
we're
wants to take the
seniors at
floor.
the moment.
Seniors at the moment, and
Yeah, so I think we kind of have credibility here, right?
I think we do. And it's funny because freshman year to me doesn't seem like it was that long ago.
Yeah, for real.
Mm.
Do y'all
I still
remember your
remember.
orientation
Yeah.
day? Yeah.
I do. I remember because it was my I moved states, so I had no fucking friends. And I remember orientation day, I like pulled up and there were no spots for me to sit, so then I had to sit next to this like teacher. I actually don't remember the teacher, but it was just like cringe. Just like I was like, is this what high school is gonna be like? You see like 10 thoughts just dancing to like High School Musical or something, and they're like, oh, like this is gonna be high school. And at that point I was like, wow.
I
Wow.
mean, they got some parts right, just the cringe part, but nothing else really. It's not like
No.
High School Musical where everything's like breaking into dancing and it's all happy and everyone looks attractive.
No, it's fucking really far away from anything attractive or appealing in my opinion.
Movie perfect.
And that pisses me off because, you know, like when you're in middle school, you're like,
Yeah.
okay, high school is about to be the shit. I'm about to be like the shit. And then you go up there and you realize you're literally a shit. So like at that point you're just very disappointed. And that's how I don't feel like I felt that way, but I just feel like maybe I could see people that did feel that way. You know?
Too much hype and expectation, you know?
Exactly. I think high school had way too much hype in my opinion.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not my fucking problem anymore. So
When
I-
did you
I-
all have
yeah.
connectors? Like Cree connectors and all that?
No, I didn't have any like school connecting. I didn't have any of that. I literally pulled up to the school. First thing I remember, first day I had like PE, and I literally met Alex, and it was just like literally him. And it was just I was just kind of like I was like, okay, I mean, another Asian. I'm just gonna have to bond with him regardless.
Did you have a Cree connector?
No, I didn't have one.
Really?
I just
Oh.
literally just came in and I was like, yo, it's your boy, and people were like, who the fuck is this kid?
Dang.
Yeah, so it was tough, dude. Like first 2 semesters. Okay, well, we only had 2 semesters in a year. I guess like a semester and a half. That's when like I started making like more and more friends, and then you know after that it was pretty easy in my opinion. But it's usually like that first semester that's pretty tough.
Honestly, yeah. Especially
Mhm.
as a freshman.
I think high school is very, very shit.
Oh yeah, I remember like in 8th grade and like my first day as a freshman, I was told by a lot of people that you're gonna love high school. The work is gonna be way easier than middle school. And looking back, I'm like, no, it wasn't. Middle school work was way easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not prepared. I wasn't ready for the bullshit that came with high school.
We have a year to go.
Shit.
Yeah. It's just like for me though, high school is kind of like I mean I think it was a good experience because I met all these cool new people and shit. But like, just like as of this whole topic, I think it really came down to like something with too much hype
Mm-hmm.
and how like I mean I felt that I was always gonna be disappointed just because it's school. Like no matter
Yeah.
what situation you put me in, dude, I'll always be disappointed with school because it's fucking school. But high school, like, okay, this is gonna be a little better than middle school. You go there and you realize this place is a fucking shithole. Like,
Yeah.
it is bad. It gets really rough.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, dude.
Yeah, you start to
obviously I'm
miss
not trying
middle
to-
school.
Yeah, you really do, because in middle school, like, you just didn't give a fuck. And I'm sure people don't give a fuck in high school too. But I'm saying, like, in middle school though, you just didn't give a fuck. But like
Yeah,
at the
no,
same
I think
time,
that's a really big factor. Middle school, who cares if you got C's? Like, no one really
Yeah.
gives a fuck. Like high school, like you're
That
like
matters.
excited about college, like fucking you got like PSAT shit, SAT shit, like you're just gonna die the whole time. So I think that's like I think the academics part is what really, at least for me, what really made high school a fucking shit show.
Just the pressure from the academics, like
Oh, yeah.
increasing.
Oh yeah, definitely, whole lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I don't really care, but
yeah, I don't know, just kind of like that all around disappointment. But I don't know. My experience so far for 3 years, I think wasn't too bad. I say that because like I felt that I was probably enjoying it most of the time anyways. Just kind of in like that like nobody thinks about all the shitty part though, Like nobody like likes to think about the shitty part, even if there's a lot. Like you just kind of like
You remember the good stuff.
yeah. That's why I see high school
I
as
remember the shit stuff.
you have a very acclaimed background around that in high school, don't you?
It's kind of hard to not forget the trauma that comes with a lot of the hard stuff that comes in high school.
I mean, I think I did get it pretty easy though, because I know people
I
that
did,
went through
yeah.
like definitely kind of like that horrible high school experience. But for me, these 3 years has flown by so quick, so I'm assuming it wasn't too traumatic for me, in my opinion.
It feels like it's flown by now that we're here, but like
Yeah,
I guess
when
like
you're
during the
fucking
time it
dude,
feels like super slow.
sitting in French class. Oh my god!
I love French class.
But I mean, I think we all have those experiences.
For me though, freshman year was like a continuation of middle school. It was really easy.
Yeah.
I didn't give a fuck. I didn't study at all. I really didn't care. Sophomore year, I was like, fuck it. I'll just, take all these hard classes. And then I got a fist shoved up my ass.
I was talking to
Yeah.
Trevor the other day, and like he said that freshman year was when we had fun, and then the rest is kind of like
No, he's right.
you gotta survive now.
He's so right.
Yeah, no. What was tough for me to like cheat out is like when as seniors, we kind of think like, okay, this is the year like I ain't gonna give a fuck, because like it's kind of like that
Yeah.
like that last preliminary year of kind of
Nope.
like. But
don't
then
feel it.
I'm listening to all these stories and they're like, it was my hardest year, and I'm just kind of like, are you serious? Like this is bullshit. Like junior year was tough. I think, to be completely honest, my sophomore year was the toughest for me.
No, yeah, sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore year
horrible.
toughest.
Because sophomore year, I just like had so much shit going on in my life at that time period.
Sophomore year was literally hell.
I think I
No,
had a breakdown during sophomore year.
Yeah, dude, I swear to God, that's when I dated a girl. When I,
Oh.
that's when I was in honors chemistry, where I literally watched I don't know, fucking anime or some shit all class, and just
And
like,
that's the year you and me stood up the whole night doing fucking AP Gov.
oh my goodness, AP Gov was
Yeah.
okay. The class itself was easy, but like when okay, like the backstory for the viewers is the Gov teacher had these extra credit packets thing going on, but those would take like 3 hours, and Alex and I wouldn't do them until like 12. We'd start at 12, and I think the most fond memory that I have between this is we started at 12 one night, and we had 3 more packets to do, and each packet takes about like an hour and a half to finish like 75% of it. because we didn't even write the essays. So
Yeah.
we finished 3 packets, and not even fully, because we didn't do any of the essays. I remember we just finished the packets, like multiple choice and shit, and we by then it was 4, and we had school at 6. So fucking, and we had a test because
Oh yeah.
yeah, we had a test.
Oh my.
I'm like, Alex, please bring me some Red Bull, and I passed out. I kid you not, I was falling asleep as I was filling out the answers. I don't know about you, but I was sleeping, dude. It was I slept at fucking 4:30 and woke up at 6 to.
Yeah, no, I
take a
remember
test, yeah.
you went to sleep at 4. I literally had 0 sleep.
And were the credits for? I mean, were the packets for extra credit?
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna keep the grade in that class, because like the tests were so hard. So like nobody could get anything above like a 70, or like way worse. So then like we needed this extra credit packet, and he kind of like, I guess, just said, fuck everyone, like I'm gonna make these extra credit packets
Long.
hours long. Yeah, they're so long. They're like
Yeah.
17, 18 pages per packet.
My gosh.
Yeah, and I just remember like sophomore year for me was just so like miserable. And the thing is, it was so miserable because I think this is how it went. So freshman year, you go, okay, this is pretty easy. Like 4.0, fucking
Yeah.
easy. Bars, just easy. And then with that expectation, with that dumb fucking mindset, you go into sophomore year because you're like, okay, I'm the shit. Like I could take these classes because last year was so easy.
That's what I did.
You literally pull up sophomore year and you're like, holy shit, like, oh my goodness. And then that's why I think junior year was easier for me, because sophomore year wasn't as like
Yeah, no,
as or
that's
yeah.
exactly how it went. Freshman year, I got all A's, fucking high GPA. I was like, this is a
Your
breeze.
dreams are high. I'm gonna go to Harvard.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get a fucking 5.0 GPA. Sophomore year, I take fucking BC Calc and all this other bullshit. I get fisted in the ass.
No,
I learned my lesson.
I agree in this like spiritual level. It's like freshman year, I was like, you know what, John, you're gonna go to the Air Force Academy.
That's
or
what
like
I thought too. That's what I thought too.
and then literally sophomore year comes around. You're like, you know what, community college is not that bad of an option.
I also wanted to go to the academy when I was a freshman. Oh my
Yeah, that's
God.
because like freshman year, your parents are gonna hype you up just
Yeah.
for high school.
Mm.
And my parents did exactly that. They're like, oh, you have the potential to be this and be
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't. To be completely honest, with myself, I do think I had this like potential to, if I tried.
Okay,
then-
okay.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. If we
Yeah.
all study
Yeah.
our asses out,
And then-
probably.
Once sophomore year came around, honors chem, I'm like, nope. Air Force Academy, nope. Harvard, nope. Yale, nope. Community college, yes,
Yes.
sir. Like,
Yes. 100%.
yeah, it was just like so traumatic because like not that long ago, like 2 months ago or something like that, my mom was like, you can save a lot of money at community college. Like, and I found that hilarious because like 2 years prior, she was like, you're gonna go to the Air Force Academy, and it's just like that fucking difference just was like, all right, well, clearly.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, holy shit. Sophomore year was a fucking train wreck.
But at the same time, I enjoyed it, like, because I like there's like a partial enjoyment to like not giving a shit, because and okay, like let me elaborate. It's like, okay, sophomore junior year, like you're like under a fucking rock and you're just like holding yourself barely, and in that scenario though, you're still like not really giving a shit enough to like put the rock away. You just kind of just stay under there. But there's kind of like that enjoyment to it. That's why like I think people like us, or a lot of people like us, enjoy high school a little better than those people that like really, really put their time into like studying.
Oh,
GPA.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Like,
And I have nothing against people giving a shit in high school. I think everyone should. I just think you don't have as much, practical fun as you would think.
no, here's my thing. First, GPA isn't everything. Just because you get a fucking 6.9 GPA, you're not gonna go to Harvard. Like, you need to do other shit. And
Mm-hmm.
also, like, the fact in high school is like when people really start like finding out about themselves and trying to see what life is about. And I feel like high school is important in the sense that people learn to establish relationships, create friend groups, circles, networks. But if you're just like shoved into your room all day, just studying and doing a whole bunch of bullshit, like that gets taken away from you, and I feel like it's really unhealthy.
Competing for a number.
Yeah, no, people literally chase GPA, and it's what? It's quite disgusting.
And the way they climb together is sometimes kind of schemy.
No, it's disgusting. Like
Yeah.
people do like so much shit just to fucking be valedictorian. Like no one gives a shit. In 20 years, no one's gonna give a shit who went to their high
You
school.
can brag to your kids if you have any in like 10
You're
years.
you're not gonna be like, hey kids, I was a high school valedictorian.
But then they're
No
like,
one's
I
gonna
don't
give a
care.
shit if you're fucking making 10K a year.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, I agree. It's just kind of, it's just annoying. And like you said, like people will compete for numbers, and it's kind of, I mean, yeah, I think it's okay. Like,
I see it. I see it.
yeah, I see like the
No,
enjoyment
like
people get out of like trying to, and I think Alex, you could kind of, relate because like, I mean, obviously it's not like you don't give a complete, not like no shit about
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
education. Like you got a 5.0 last year. Like it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's clearly like you give a shit in a dance, but at the same time you don't. So I don't know how you really do it, to be honest. But I mean, I think like fucking enjoy high school, man. Like,
no, you're right.
Yeah.
like just not
Okay,
doing all these things.
the last year I may have gotten a good GPA, but it was probably my best high school year because I actually went out, hung out with friends, and like
Mm-hmm.
did shit outside of school. Like I feel that's the difference between my junior and sophomore year. Sophomore year I didn't do as well because I was just unhappy the whole time. I just wanted to fucking shove my fist up my nose the whole time. But like junior year, I was actually, having fun, hanging out with friends, you know, trying to do other shit. And at the same time, I made time for my grades and shit. And I feel like that balance
That's a
is
good
really key.
balance.
And yeah, I feel like
I mean,
that balance is really
there should always be a
important.
balance with your friends and everything, but like, you don't really always get what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why,
Yeah.
like, I think freshman and sophomore year is kind of like that learning stage of, okay, how am I gonna like, do I put more time into like my friends or do I put more time into like, my school? And
So where you start prioritizing.
definitely, and for me though, sophomore year I kind of fucked up because sophomore year I had the potential to really study, and I was planning on and hoping on to do so, but then I mean obviously I got into a relationship, and like in the relationship I definitely focused way much more on the relationship than I did. Like it was as stupid as it sounds. Like, excuse me, like the time consumption of a relationship in high school can really take over, in my opinion.
Mm.
And I say that because I dated for quite a while with this person, and I was just like, you know what, this person took a lot of time away from me, and and okay, that's when I learned. Sophomore year, I was like, okay, maybe this wasn't it. Like, this is not what you're supposed to be doing. But junior year, I come in. At this point, I'm like, you know what? I just don't give a shit. I'm just gonna get right through it. Just get this shit over with. And that's when I met more of my like really close friends that I really started to talk to. And then that's why I think senior year for me, it sucks that I moved again, but it's hopefully like I won't repeat what I did freshman and sophomore year. This
Relationships like during high school is like, what's a tough thing to maintain.
Oh yeah, Andre's an expert in high school relationships.
No, I'm just saying, like, having a relationship during high school can probably get in the way of a lot of stuff. and that's why
No, yeah,
that's why you like put
yes,
it
I
off. It's kind
definitely.
of
I
like education
mean,
first.
I don't put it off. I just been stuck on one person for fucking 3 years. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
quite a shame.
education first is definitely it, but at the same time, it's just kind of like know what you're gonna prioritize in. Just like everything's different. So like at least know what
Yeah,
the fuck you're going into.
yeah. Like, yeah, I think one of the major things people don't do is balance life, and
Yeah.
like that should be your number one priority to have a healthy balance.
Mm.
You can't be fucking John Lee and fuck
Yeah.
around, or
Don't
John
John
Lee
Lee it
sophomore
up.
year. Don't
Bruh,
John Lee sophomore
I
year.
didn't. I wasn't even that bad. I've like learned to like realize because I didn't have too bad of a GPA. I didn't have like too shit grades, and I've played sports. I've like kept myself like in the school routine. I felt like I've had friends, but like I guess like I'm not as like as highly considered as like someone of like a fucking 5.0 caliber, and it's not that I'm disappointed at that at all because I mean to me that wasn't like my strong priority. Yeah, and what is it? So then I just find myself like, you know what, I like where I'm at because I've seen so many worse cases. Like I know people that have taken like 8P classes in one semester, and that's all your classes. So I'm just like, it's disappointing in like
Hey,
an
screw you.
upper like an upper
Alex.
like an upper echelon like perspective, but like at the same time like I'm comparing myself to people in my area, and I'm like, okay, well this dumbass is still taking algebra 1 and he's a junior, so I mean, yeah. I mean, do you think it's funny? But I know kids that literally took algebra 1.
No way. No way.
Yes.
So then, what were
Yeah.
they taking before then?
Basically, I think like they transferred from school and like they're so shit at math. I was like, oh my god.
I
So
took that in 7th grade.
No. Sophomore year, I had a senior in my algebra 2 class. So I mean, that should tell you.
That's not good.
Yeah. Oh no. It wasn't. Okay, it was my freshman year. A senior was in my geometry class. That's what it was.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. It was worse than algebra 2.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was tough, and I'm pretty sure he got helped back because I saw him again like the year after. So I mean,
Oh, ouch.
yeah, I definitely think he was a super senior.
Super senior.
He was a nice
Okay,
guy.
like,
He was a nice
if you're
guy.
like that, you're really fucked up. Like,
Okay, I mean, like, I don't think it's in our right to tell or talk about how someone's life is fucked up. Because, like, yeah, I mean, like, if you fucked up, like, sure, like, we can see it, but I just don't think I would go up to a person and be like, okay, you fucked up. Just 'cause.
I mean, I tell them.
I mean, that's you, though. You're definitely more straight up, and I don't give a shit compared to everyone else.
More people should be like that. People.
I think, yeah, people should be real, but I was just saying, like, I don't think it's our right to judge if we find them. Because, I mean,
I'm not judging them. It's just
no. Because, I mean,
cold
for all
fact.
we know, that person could be completely content with where they're at. So,
well, I mean,
it's all relative.
It's the truth that he fucked up.
It is all
What can I say?
Just as long as he graduates, then that's the goal at this point. For everyone.
I'm sure he did. Yeah, I didn't see him last year, so.
Okay.
No, I have going back to this real thing. I have a really big issue with our school. People get angry. Okay, sure. Sometimes I may be too honest, but people get angry at me for like telling them shit they don't want to hear. Like, it's annoying because people tend to, sort of put a mask on and try to change who they are.
Okay, let me stop you right here. You said people get annoyed when they hear
'Cause,
stuff that they don't want to hear. I mean, who the fuck wouldn't wanna?
but like it's criticism that they should take in and do something to fix it. Instead, they get fucking offended like little bitches.
Okay, all right. Okay, then give me like a vague,
Very
you
vague,
know,
very vague.
yeah, very vague.
I think I
Time
know who you're
frame.
gonna go to. I know who he's gonna reference.
Very vague. I
Very
don't
vague.
know. I have
Very
so
vague.
many examples.
Okay, well then give me one, bitch.
Let's just skip over the nose one.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean
my god.
the
Okay,
face.
that's okay. That's something that they literally cannot change. So that doesn't count. I was just telling them. I was just telling them. Yeah. Anyways, that's besides the point. Like if I call people out for being fake, right? I've done that so many times in my life. They'd be like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, fuck you.
Well,
Yes,
I
you
mean,
are.
who the hell is gonna, be like, yes, Alex,
Fucking
I am
own up to
fake.
it. If you're gonna be fake, own up to it.
But
Like,
okay,
little
thing is, fake
pussy.
people. That's the point, though. That's the point with fake people. Is fake people don't realize they're fake because they're in that limbo state.
No, yeah, I know, but our entire fucking school, if not our entire fucking state, is like that.
Well, I mean, then to them, it's not being fake because everyone's the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes,
Yeah,
they are not.
but I'm saying it's really annoying when if I point out their flaws, they get pissed at me. Like, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You're fake. Fuck you. Mm.
I guess
Yeah, well,
like maybe they're not mad at you in particular, just at their trait. That they're just the fact that they have that attribute, maybe.
well, I
Then
mean, okay.
fix it.
Well,
Goddamn.
that's the thing is, nobody wants to be ever called fake because it's funny because people really get offended when you call them fake, and I think I would be too if someone were to call me fake because the idea of being like fake is okay. Let me give you like a definition of my perspective is like people that like, for example, act like they give a shit about you but they really don't, or
Mm-hmm.
people that think that they are something that they're really not.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are the two really clear points for me when it comes out to like seeing if I believe someone is fake. And I think we are all kind of like guilty of being sort of fake because like I mean
Nope.
Yeah.
I think we all have to like
We have to. Sometimes we have to.
sometimes you just have to kind of be fake about shit to really get through high school, and people like Alex can't accept that.
It's like the rule of politeness and courtesy.
Okay. There's a difference between being polite. I can be nice.
No,
like,
you're a dick all around.
I'm a dick. No. Here's my thing. I don't like fucking go after your ass if you're not a douchebag. Like if you're a fucking faggot, I'm gonna roast your ass. That's how it works.
Faggot meaning fake, correct?
Same thing.
Okay. Well, you just offended a lot of people, but
I don't give a fuck if you're fake. You're a dumb
Oh man,
ass.
there's a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to edit out. Like I'm actually have to go back and listen to this now. I actually have to go back and listen to this.
No, don't edit this, dude. This is like I'm telling you what I think. Like
yeah. Well, what you think is
See, we have to be fake in this podcast just a little bit, just so we don't offend a lot of people.
I'm gonna say what's on my mind.
Well, okay, but there's the thing, Alex. Okay, you remind me of like the example of like the whole like kneeling while the fucking flag during football games. Okay, yeah, like you know what? I don't give a shit what they do because I just don't give a shit about politics.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
But however, if I were to like really chip in and put an input in, I do believe though like they have to be standing because they're in a public venue.
Really?
And okay, no, I say okay. They're in a public venue like the NFL, and the NFL stands for this one thing. It's just kind of like, it's like an unsaid rule. Like who the fuck just like goes, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna protest in this national like venue, and you know how there's people that are like that are like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say whatever the fuck I want because you can't do shit. Like,
Freedom
it's a
of
free
speech.
country, freedom of speech. You know what? That's bullshit. Because freedom of speech does not allow you to harass fucking people.
But you can say whatever
And-
you want.
But saying whatever you want though it's different though. It doesn't say like,
I
okay,
guess,
you can
yeah,
just
yeah.
say whatever you want. Like, I'm saying publicly speaking, like you have to like kind of respect that sort of like.
Mm-hmm.
There,
Okay.
Because there's no rule saying like, okay, you can't call him a bitch because
Yeah,
that's a rule. But I'm just saying like
I know.
there is
what you're
that
saying. I know
unsaid
what you're
rule.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Like I'm not gonna go up to some random guy and be like, I'm not
Gonna have to
gonna
cut
go
that
up to
out.
some, I'm not gonna go up to some random guy and be like, you're a cunt. Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, if
That's
I
because
see,
you don't know him yet.
yeah, but if I know them and like find out they're a fucking douchebag, I'm gonna point it out. And that's not me being a douchebag. That's me pointing out that they're a douchebag. So I really don't understand. Like, people say I'm mean, but I'm really not. I just point out.
But I mean,
Okay,
okay.
let's be honest. Like, what do I do that's really mean except point
Okay,
out
okay,
people's
Just the
flaws?
physical
But-
attributes
okay.
that we can't fix.
Okay.
I don't
But
care
I'm
about
just-
physical attributes.
Okay,
Like, if you're
okay,
a
okay.
douchebag.
Okay. Listen, Alex.
Mhm.
If someone came up to you and went, you know what, Alex, I think you're really ugly. And do
Okay.
you really mean that if 30
I'm-
people came up to you and said you're ugly, like genuinely ugly, that you would just be like, you know what, I don't give a shit. Because you're gonna say I don't give a shit now. But I'm saying obviously it would be, some sort of
It
fucking
will
hurtful
hit you
comment.
some way.
Yeah, because nobody likes to be pointed out when
No, okay, no, here's my thing. Most of the time, except for one particular example, I don't point out people's physical appearances. 'Cause what can they do? Get a fucking nose job? But, like, most of the shit I point out is, like, if you're a fucking trash can of a person,
Just personality
like
traits.
stuff that they can fix. If there's something you can fix and you're not fixing it, I'm gonna call you out.
ladies and gentlemen, we have Alex Choi, the biggest douchebag of all time. Oh, I can point out whatever the fuck I want, because you know what? I think it's
Sure. Okay, explain to me why I'm a douchebag, and if you
Okay.
if you can tell me how I'm a douchebag, I will fix it.
Okay, here.
Should we end the
Obviously,
podcast here and then talk about this?
Huh?
Should we just end the recording here and then
No,
talk
no,
about
no, no.
this?
No. I'll put this in the podcast because it's not gonna be offensive.
Okay.
So basically the ideal behind you being, the ideal douchebag is I'm not saying like I'm calling you a douchebag, but I'm saying like in the people's general eye, you're gonna be seen as a douchebag because one,
Yeah, I understand.
you're judging people, even if it's personality. I think,
I'm not judging people.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
pointing
okay.
out truth.
but in that certain respect, it's still you're judging someone by evaluating
pointing
your
out something that's
you're evaluating
fact.
your truth. Because I'm just saying, like, I'm not standing up for the people that you were roasting. I'm just saying, like, as of the idea of like you're
No,
going around like
I know
pointing
why
out
people
flaws.
say. Yeah, I know why people say I'm a douchebag.
So like,
but
yeah, like
that's
what I'm saying.
annoying.
See, you're annoyed people call you a douchebag.
Yeah,
other
huh?
people
No,
just said
no.
Loophole
But-
just solved.
no.
You're
But me
Alright,
being
guys,
a fag.
thank you all for watching this podcast.
No,
Let's
shut
get
the fuck up.
the-
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, fucking dog. Me being a douchebag. Like, you cannot. Okay. See, you guys are saying that people view me as a douchebag because I point out other douchebags. But that's not really a douchebag.
okay,
'cause-
but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you can't expect to like say shit,
Yeah.
even if it's
I know.
like fact,
Yeah, here's
without
I say
expecting
shit,
backlash.
and
You're gonna
I
realize.
say shit, and I understand people are gonna. I'm gonna get backlash, and like people are gonna hate on me, but I already know all this. I've fucking been at this shit a long time.
And that's why I
But
like tying it back to the whole like law thing. Like people really can't say whatever the hell they want because like, look, you know that guy from the Guardians of the Galaxy, James Gunn, the director. He literally got fired for
yeah, I know.
saying something on Twitter like 10 years ago. And I mean that's a different topic to talk about, but like in a short sense, it was just kind of like was what he was saying like really justified because you know it was just a quote unquote joke. And I
Okay,
mean
yeah, okay. For him,
yeah, that
like
what were you saying?
justifiable or not, it can go away. Like, but like in my case, what can you say? Like, if you're like fucking a douchebag going around banging 100 chicks and playing with all these girls, and I call you out for being a douchebag, is that really being a douchebag?
Well, I think the sense, like, just the ideal focus of like actually pointing other people's.
Yeah, I know. I
You know
get
what I'm
that.
saying? Like, I'm not saying like you are a
People are
douchebag.
angry at me because
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like
yeah. I'm
they're
saying people
saying,
will always be offended because I mean, think about it. Like in any scenario, like in even the nicest way possible, if I were to go up to someone and just be like, "Excuse me, like, you have something on your nose," just like even that, like people will find it offensive. And I mean, obviously, this is another different topic, but like I was saying, people get offended so easily these days. So I'm saying this like title of having a douchebag. I think everyone kind of has one. You know, like I think everyone's kind of a douchebag.
No, that's
Mhm.
definitely not true though. Like
So I mean, do you think you're a douchebag?
I
Yes or no?
me?
Yes or no?
I think I can be
No,
a douchebag.
Yeah, I think I could be a
I could
douchebag.
be way so much of a douchebag.
no. I cannot find a single instant or example or characteristic that makes you guys douchebags. Like
Okay,
there's nothing.
sometimes I think about myself a lot. I mean,
So
That's
that's
good.
natural for
literally
everyone, but
innate.
like
No, that's innate behavior. Like, you can't even change that.
sometimes I take my parents for granted. That's
That's
pretty
innate
douchey.
behavior. You can't change
Okay, well, you sound like my fucking Catholic friend. So shut the
that.
fuck up, Andre.
What?
Oh, I don't respect my parents as much as I really wish I could.
Okay.
Okay, John. Why do you think?
Okay, I'll give a trait. I just think I secretly judge people that I don't think I really should.
I do that too. I do that too.
I
Oh
think,
no, but here's the difference. You guys like recognize it and like attempt to fix it.
and you don't.
Other
Maybe they recognize it as well.
no, they don't.
But who are
Fucking
you to say?
who am I to say? A
Yeah.
fucking observant motherfucker who sees everything that's going on. Fucking look at these douchebags. I'm like, you're a fucking douchebag.
Okay.
But I mean, like I said, I just come down to I'm not standing up for all these people. I'm just saying like it's funny because people will call you a douchebag, but then you realize we are all kind of a douchebag at the same time.
No, that's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I think it is, dude. I think that's
No.
how it really comes down to.
No. If you're a douchebag, it's pretty clear that you're a douchebag.
Okay, well, okay, give me like a trait that would make you a douchebag.
A trait.
Let's
Yeah.
just not being empathetic
Yeah.
Okay,
or sympathetic.
Yeah. I feel like if you're a douchebag, here's some stuff.
Because you're
You-
the observant motherfucker, apparently. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, don't worry. I know. Okay. Racist.
Okay.
That,
Let me
that's
stop you there.
obvious. That's obvious.
That was such a like broad topic. Murderer. I don't know, like okay. Like
corruption.
People that I guess I'll bring it back. Fake people, douchebags.
Yeah, but I mean, like I was saying, like we're all kind of fake though. Like
Mhm.
okay,
No,
obviously, I'm not saying like we're this real catastrophic, this fake titled people. No. I'm just saying like I think everyone's kind of fake in their own right. So
no. Okay,
who
okay,
are you
okay,
to
okay.
judge
Here's the difference.
who is fake and who
Here's
is
the
not?
difference. You guys may say you guys are fake, but what you guys are doing is simply watching out for yourselves so that you respect others. But the people that are fake that I'm talking about are like the types of people that you mentioned, John. Like the people who think they are something they aren't, and like who pretend like they care about someone but they really don't. Like if you're like that, I'm gonna call you out. And what I'm saying is that it's really annoying when people call me mean, douchebag, dickhead, when all I'm doing is calling these people out. Fix
But
your
I
attitude.
mean, yeah, but
Ho.
nobody likes being called out though. That's the thing. That's kind of like my
I don't
point
give a
is.
fuck. Okay. If you don't, here's my thing. If you don't want to be called out, don't be a douchebag. That's
Okay,
it.
well, okay.
There's much more to it.
Yeah, okay, that is much to it, but I'm saying, as far as it really comes down to, though, is I'm saying you can't be offended by being called a douche or a dick because
No.
by
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
by,
not
by what you're
offended,
saying
but
is
I'm just
you're gonna get
annoyed.
backlash
Yeah,
regardless.
no, I've gotten backlash my entire fucking life. I'm just saying it's annoying because, like, nobody else is pointing this shit out, and I
Well, I
point it
mean,
out.
I think everyone points it out kind of more subconsciously than
Yeah, like
actually
maybe they just
consciously.
don't want to,
Well,
say
then they're
it, but they just
pussy.
know it.
Fucking say it to them. If they're being a douchebag, you're a fucking douchebag. Fuck off.
And I think this is why a podcast between us is just it works because we're not all agree on this
We're all
same
different,
point
which
here.
makes this way more interesting.
Yeah, because Alex is just on his own little trip here. I don't know what he's on about, but
What do you mean?
well, I'll just say like I just think we are all kind of douchey
Mm-hmm.
in our own little rights.
Yes.
And I think if you were to call someone out for being whatever, at the end of the day, like you're gonna get kind of
Social
the fucking
repercussion.
kind of like that karma. You're gonna kind of get it back.
Okay. Is that your final point?
I mean, I guess because I guess that's
Okay,
kind of
I'll
my
make my
point. Yeah,
final
that's my
statement.
point to like really
I'll make
back
my
it up.
final statement. I think there's a clear difference between douchebag and not douchebag. Like you may say all of us are sort of douchey, all of us are sort of fake in our own way. That's not true. Like all of us, your idea of us being douchey and like that, I think is just normal, nice people looking out and like sort of trying to respect each other. But like, and then douchebag line up, those are the people who are clearly don't give a shit about others, fucking narcissistic hoes, that kind of shit. And
Narcissistic hoes.
I know I'm going to get backlash.
I think that should be the title of this podcast. Just saying.
I think
Yeah.
I know I'm gonna get backlash. It's just that I really think I don't understand why I get backlash. Like I understand, but like I think I shouldn't get backlash. But if you're a douchebag and someone points it out to you, do something about it instead of bitching about it.
Well, I mean, yeah, no, I get what point you're trying to go out to, but like the reason like that, that like okay, stand up for someone when you see them in trouble. Like, yeah, like I get that, and when you do, like you're gonna have to face the repercussion that you're entering, kind of that someone else's
No, of
business.
course, I faced it for 4 years.
Yeah, and I'm saying like, do you understand? I mean, you obviously, if you understand that, then you should understand why you are getting.
No, I understand, but I'm saying like it shouldn't be that way.
Well, I mean, of course, none of us or no one should ever be I guess put against for calling out something that is wrong.
I understand this backlash, but I think it's most annoying. You build up a reputation for being mean. I'm not a mean person. That's not who I am. I mean, I'm mean towards douchebags, but like in general, I'm not mean. I just call people out for being faggots.
I love your voice cracked.
All right.
Faggots.
Well, so to conclude, high school is just really weird.
Shitty. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, for wrapping it up at that point, it looks like we have reached the end of our podcast tonight. So for anyone listening, thanks for tuning in. John, and
Shout out to the 2 viewers.
you know, starting out strong, but hopefully these daily podcasts can soon shoot up. So, anyways, thanks, and that'll be it. Peace.